Good afternoon, race fans. Well, today we're going to talk about Auto World Super 3s. Up until now, we haven't done a whole lot trying to hop these cars up, but it appears that these things will be around for a while, so let's see what we can do with them. We've had a car here, standard out of the box Super 3 from Auto World, and we've done a few things to it that made the cars actually more interesting and less frustrating. Over here is a pile of parts that we took off of it, and here's a completed car. What we did was take out the old 6.2 ohm armature and put in the Harden Creek slot car's 3.5 Tyco timed armature. It fits in perfectly. You have to be careful of the spacing, and on the front of the commutator, Auto World puts a little black ring between the commutator and the front bushing. You need to make sure that you put that back in. This armature as it comes has some white spacers on the front and back. Just pull the ones off the front and stick them on the back. You may have to space up the back a little bit more, probably add another 15 thousandths to get it to be spaced right, but it runs really, really well. Rear tires, not changing the factory hubs. You put a set of Tyco urethane 460s to 464 on it, and that will net you a finished size of about 472, which is about the right height for this car. We took the Viper O-ring front end set, the Razor front end set for Tyco wide pan, and put on the car, and that really helps. You probably need to put a few little spacers in between it. You don't have to, but take advantage of all the legal width that you can. So those three things right there, you put some back tires on the 3.5 armature, O-ring front end set, and the car runs pretty well. We looked at this particular version of the Super 3. You could put the better motor in it if you liked, and the better rear tires. The front tires may present a problem. On the factory axles, they have a knurling that they put on there, I guess is to keep kids from chewing them off or whatever. And without destroying this one, I'm assuming that this axle set here has such a deal. You could probably pull that off and put an O-ring set on it. You'll probably need smaller tires than you do on the stock car, but those three things, if you work at it a little bit, will probably be a pretty good performance enhancement. So let's take a few laps around the track and see what we got. Alright, the first car we're going to run is the Indy car, and it's bone stock. Alright, as you can see, it's very noisy, does not produce much speed, handles crappy. So let's try either of these two, in fact both of them that we hopped up with the better tires and the motor. Try the other one. Too quick on the trigger. Well, that one took off. Let's try it again. on the trigger today. But one of the things that you can do with these cars, you can double stack magnets in these. If you take the magnets out of a bummed up Super 3, you can stack them one on top of the other and get a little bit more downforce. At this point in time, nobody's making any aftermarket magnets for them. It's possible we could, but we have to see what kind of demand there would be for that. If that was indeed the case, probably a set of 52s in there, the appropriate size with the tires or whatever, and it would probably fix most of the problems with the car. But there you have it. You can see what a box stock car runs like, and then with better tires and a peppier armature, it's a lot more interesting.